Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the continuation of World War II. Only a few things to do before break. I'm going to go through some more notes today. I'm going to give you a textbook reading and homework assignment for tomorrow, as well as a speech assignment that I want you to read and analyze one of Hitler's speeches. We all love Hitler's speeches. Okay, so from yesterday, there's dictators amassing everywhere in Europe. The tides of darkness are spreading across the world. And remember, this is a reaction to the Great Depression. One thing follows the other. The past is prologue. This guy and these people, they didn't come in a vacuum. The reactions to the Depression. Okay, so we talked a little bit about Hitler. Meanwhile, in Japan, nationalistic leaders are wanting to spread more. Japan was seeing all these colonial nations around it, and it wanted to be one. Okay, first in 1931, they attacked China. Surprise attack in Manchuria, about twice the size of Texas, very rich in natural resources. Japan, an island nation, needed those national resources, so they invade China. And let me explain what the Japanese did in China made Hitler look like some sort of nice guy. The killing was on a scale unimaginable. So Japan invades China in 1931 to get natural resources. In 1935, Congress passes the Neutrality Acts. It says, look, the United States is going to be neutral. We don't want to get involved like World War I. The United States wants to stay out of it. Therefore, we're not going to loan money and we're not going to sell weapons to people who are fighting at war. Okay, so when Japan attacks China, President Roosevelt sent arms and supplies to China because Japan had technically not declared war. So Roosevelt, we're going to see, is guiding this nation like he guided us through the Depression into the inevitable war. He knows the American people don't have a taste for the war now, but he knows that it's coming. It's not going to be a war of choice. It's going to be a war of survival. So behind the scenes, Roosevelt starts galvanizing the Allies and bringing weapons to his friends. We'll learn more about that later. So Roosevelt says, look, I'm not violating that 1935 Neutrality Act by selling arms to nations at war because China and Japan never declared war. They never actually had a war, so I'm not actually violating the order. So the arms start going through. This makes Japan very mad at the United States. Eventually, they're going to plot against us, attack us a few years later, start the war. Okay, so meanwhile, in Europe, in 1937, Hitler meets with his top military advisors. He says that we need that Lebensraum, that living space, that room for Germany to grow. We need to take the land of our neighbors. Austria is first on the list. Hitler's like, hey, those are really Germans over there. We're reuniting our country. They want to be part of us. So in 1938, German troops march into Austria unstopped, and Hitler's on the move. Nobody said anything. Nobody wanted to stop him. Everybody said, oh, he's going to be done now. He's done after this. Just give him Austria. Just give him Austria, and he'll be satisfied. That's not how it works with evil. Evil continues until somebody stands up. Somebody's got to stand up. So, does nobody stand up? Hitler turns his sights to Czechoslovakia. He brings the troops to the Czech border. Germany, Britain, and France all meet, have a conference. Hitler declares that, look, you guys, I'm going to annex the Sudetenland. That's the Czech Republic, Czechoslovakian land. But this is going to be it. This is going to be my last territorial expansion. I'm done after this. Thanks. Sorry to bother everybody. So Great Britain, France were like, okay, yeah, we could trust Hitler. Let's just turn our backs again and let him take another country. And like I said, evil's not going to stop until you stop it. Until people stand up, he's going to keep going. He kept going. So you can see here on this map and this slide all the German advances in the years they keep going. And Germany's also wanting Poland. He was afraid that attacking Poland would disturb the Soviet Union. In 1939, Hitler and Stalin make a deal. They commit to never attacking each other. Of course, Hitler, being an evil bastard, is going to betray Stalin later. But all the powers of Europe are poised on the brink of war. The great darkness is about to spread across the globe, leaving tens of millions of dead and changing the way we live forever. Have a great morning. See you tomorrow.